Welcome back. Today we're going to do a foundation, a first floor, a second floor, a stair, a railing, and a roof. Okay, and you can feel free to edit your project any way you like. So let's get something dynamic going right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare the building as if we've done it from scratch. So let's get rid of the floors first of all. So let's click on the floor and delete it and click on the floors so that you have an opening all throughout. There you go. Alright, so let's go back to level 1, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to give it another level because we have to put a stair in it and another floor and another roof. So let's configure the elevations properly. So let's go to the east, north, south, or west. It doesn't matter. Alright, so now these are your elevations, right? So this will become the first floor. Okay? Alright, and this will become the, now watch the walls. The walls will change if I change the dimension. So I'm going to change this to 18 feet, and the walls shoot up, and I'm going to change this level to, click on it, and I'm going to change that to roof. Okay? And if this gets wonky, you can just move it up like it was. Okay, so now since the walls are continuous from the floor to the roof and it's the same material, I just assume just make this one whole wall there. So there you have your first floor. Now we're going to insert a second floor, and we'll put that in later. So let's go and click on architectural and go down, and you go to a level. You see that level? That's the elevational markers, the ones that you drew in your architectural mother of all sections. So let's click on the level, and don't click anything, just hover over those lines, and that way you can line it up. And now click. Okay, we want that roof to be 18 and want the first floor to be 9 foot 6. Now Revit will line it up right there for you. Okay, and right click and cancel. Now if this isn't the right dimension, you just double click here and put it to the right dimension. You can do any dimension if you want, because if you type in 5 feet, it'll move it down. If you change it back, it'll change it back up to 9. Okay, so now we have our 3 levels ready. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put a floor in here and be done with it. So now our floor ceiling heights are a little bit higher than 8 feet, so we'll have more stairs, so keep that in mind. Alright, so let's go back to the first floor. Now notice that when you change the first floor roof, let's change this to the second floor and keep it going correctly. F-L-O-O-R, there you go. It changes. Now it's first floor, second floor, and roof, just like it is there. So wonderful. Alright, so now let's go back to the first floor, what we were working on. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend this out if we want. So if we want to, we can just make a window around there, okay? And we can go to move, and we can just drag out maybe 5 feet 6. Look at that. And sometimes there's an error. It says Revit could not keep these walls joined. That's okay. Just say unjoin them. I agree. Unjoin them, because all I can do now is come back and select and select. Okay? Now, if you want to, you can go to architecture, go to wall architectural, and it defaults to the previous wall. You can, in fact, come over here and make another wall system, right? And come back down here. Alright, and since that's kind of wonky, what I would do is I would just click on this wall right here and then match this one up. Okay, or I can just click this wall right here and change that dimension to 9 feet. 9 feet. Enter. And it's right in the middle of that window, so then I would change the window, and then the window would be 2 feet 3. And I can make it maybe about 2 foot 1. I can go over to I can just take another inch off of there. There you go. So there's our new walls. And of course, if you want to, you can just make this the alcove for the stair and eliminate that wall and say delete instance. Okay. So you can put your stair in here and your house right there. Okay, so now you're going to put some more windows in here and make it really nice. So now we've enlarged it enough so that we can have a nice stairway. Now, also, what I want you to do is I want you to do an L-shaped stair. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go to architecture and wall, and I'm going to start right, let's see, I'm going to start right here. Okay, and I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go connect. Okay, and if it's not connected, you can always go click on the mother, the one to keep, and then click on that, and then click this wall. Do that over so you can see it. I did it kind of fast. Click on the command. Now if you have more than one wall, you click that. You click this, click the wall, click the one, okay? And now, and then let's just get rid of those walls. Let's get rid of this one and this one. There you go. And delete the instances and the etc. that's on there. So, and then we're going to get rid of, we don't have to get rid of that wall. It might come out handy, so just leave it just in case it's not a problem. Now, your other stair is going to go here. So this is just a way to make sure you know how to do a stair. And you're going to come in here and put all kind of windows in there and make it really nice. Okay. So now we've got our floor levels, we've got our walls. Let's create our slab on grade foundation. So let's go to structure this time, and let's go to slab. Now, because it's not a square, you can't use that little square item. So let's go structural foundation slab. Otherwise, you could be able to use that square, but let's use the line. Now, don't go to the inside like floors and tile and carpet. You're going to go to the outside because the walls rest on the foundation and the walls go to the outside. So go around to the outside, round 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 the outside. Okay? And you check it. Let's go to the 3D and look at it. Now you have a floor that's covering up your opening. So therefore, now we're going to put a footing on here, okay? So I like to do the footing in real time so I can see it, because you have to select on the outer edge line, not the inner line. There's two lines to the wall, the inside and the outside. You actually have to make sure you select the outside. So that's going to be the house in real time. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to go to structural, floor, floor slab. Now you can pick and choose and add and edit the thickness of the floor slab depending on the weight. Okay, so now you click on the edge of the wall and it puts it in. Edge of the wall, edge of the wall, edge of the wall, edge of the wall, edge, edge, edge. So now you've got a slab on grade footing right there, okay? All right, so now there's your, now we all have to do is put our second floor in there, right? And then we'll do our stair and then our roof. Let's go to the second floor. Let's go to the second floor. And Revit has automatically, remember, clocked in your second floor at 9'6". So don't worry. It's going to do everything. Now, when you go to the second floor, the first floor stuff is deleted, so it doesn't mix you up. So it's okay. Now, typically, you wouldn't copy these walls up. So this is just a quick way of doing it. What you would do is you would draw the walls and then draw the second floor and put the second floor walls on there. But for now, we're just going to pretend that these are apartments that are stacked up. All right, so let's draw the floor. Now, you're going to use the inside wall this time. So let's go to architecture, not structure. Let's go to floor, floor architectural. So now, let's go to the, let's put a floor in, starting here, Now you can start and stop and put different materials on there, okay? Let's see, that's not on the line there, so let me undo that X out of there, discard it, start over. Always make sure you're doing it correctly. Architecture, floor, architectural, and we're picking on wood finish this time. There you go. And we're going to use our line. So we're going to come in here, start, and we're going to go over here. There you go, and go over there. Walk around the walls. There you go, because the flooring is not under the walls. Let's see, make sure, this gave me a little problem. I want to make sure I'm right down on the money. There you go. And I'm going to go over here, and here, and here, and here. And I'm going to green check it. Okay, and then you can put the other materials in there. Let's go to architecture, let's go to floor, and let's go to architectural, and let's do the ceramic. Let's see, ceramic tile. And these are squares, so I can just go square and square. There you go. Check that. And I can go to architecture, floor, architecture floor, ceramic tile. Now I can go I can do the line here if I want to now. See that line? So I can go either or. Okay, there you go. There you go. And I'm going to set it. Okay, so now I have those pieces parts. So I'm ready to do my stair. And let's just roll it so that make sure it's on the second floor. Look at that. All right, it's on the second floor. Now let's go down and look at your properties browser in the extents. There's a thing called section box. If you uncheck it, there's no box, right? But if you check that box, there's a section box. And I like to look at it in plan. Let's look at it on the second floor and zoom out because it's way out. Actually, it's on the first floor. Okay, maybe it's not. Where is my... Let's go back to the 3D. Okay, let's look on the 3D. And the section box, stop. The section box is right there, so click it. And what happens, I like to move my section box in as close as possible because until I'm working on, we'll be working on a site plan, we'll need a lot more. But right now what you can do is you can actually cut a section right there. Look at that. And you can cut a section this way. So we'll cut a section and you'll be able to show how much of the stair you've got. So you can cut as much section as you want in and out. There you go. All right, so now let's see. I've got my section box. Now, if I go to my second floor, what I can do now is I can also do an architectural section cut. See that section? You click it, and you just drag it. See that little L shape? That means you're looking that way. And you click it there. Okay, and you double click here. You enter and you double click the tip there, and it shows you a section, right? So that's one of the nice things about that section. So let's go back to the second floor, and we're going to, let's get rid of that. You click on it and you delete it, and it asks you if you want to. You say yeah. All right, so now we have a first floor and a second floor, and we're about to cut the opening. Now, here's the thing. If you know the size of your opening, you can, in fact, draw it. Okay? So, if not, you have to cut it. So I'm going to go back over and I'm going to undo this floor and just show you. So I can go to architecture, floor, architectural. And of course we're going to do it in line. So I'm going to start here, I'm going to go right there, I'm going to go there, and I'll go there. And then I know that my stairway is coming in here, and it's going to be that way, and then this one's going to come in, and there will be a landing right there. There you go. So I'm going to put a check there. So now, when I go to my 3D, I have openings already cut for my stair. Okay. All right, so that's another way. Now, you have to do the math. And if you're willing to do the math ahead of time, then you will have no problem doing a stair ahead of time. So let's go back and let's add it back. So right now you're doing the whole floor and we'll cut a custom piece. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the stair. So we have to, the stair starts at the first floor, so we have to go back to the first floor. You'll see the appliances and everything. All right, so now let's see. Let's go to architecture. Let's go to stair. Okay, and we're going to go to the run. So let's go to the straight stair. Okay, so now what we can do is we can do a straight stair right at the doorway all the way up here. Okay, let's but that's on the middle. So what we can do is run left. So now, or we can do run right. See that? Or we can do run center. So now we can move those. Okay. And it calculates 15 risers. You can also go back in there and change the number of risers and treads. Remember we did the stairs. You can manipulate the number of risers and treads if you want. If you want a 10-inch tread, you type in 10. If you want 12, you type in 12. So tread length, let's just make it down to 10. That way it'll be shorter. It won't be so huge. Okay. So now let's do the next stair, which is the L-shaped stair, and that one is going to start. You see that one right there? And we're going to rotate it. All right, we're going to put it right in there. Okay? So now we can move it too. Let's move it to where it's right in the corner. There we go. So there. All right, forgot. We got to hit the green check. Hit the green check for the stairs. Okay, now click on the couch and go to move. All right, there you go. Now, let's do another stair. The third stair, let's see, stair, and let's do the U shape. And this is what I wanted for this one. Since it's going up there, we have to flip it. We have to say space bar, space bar. There you go. Right there. Okay, so now we've got, and hit the green check. Now you can click on the stair and you can edit them, edit stairs. You can tell it how many risers here. You can flip the risers, change the number of risers this way, the landing, etc. Okay, so now let's look at the 3D view. You got 3 stairs coming up out of there and the wall. All right, so we have our 3 stairs. We're gonna have to move this wall because it's too short. So think about those things. Let's move this to 11 feet. There you go. That's more like it. Now you have room to come up and room to come down. All right, wonderful. So let's put a save on there since we did a lot of work. We don't want to lose our work. So save that. Okay, good. So now we have our stair. Now all we have to do is cut our opening. So let's look at the 3D. All right, and we know we've got to cut this opening right here. And we've got to cut this one right here on the second floor. And right here. Okay, so let's go to the second floor since we're cutting those. And we'll click on the floor we need to cut, which is this one. Okay, so now we will say edit the boundary. Edit the boundary, and remember that you have green check and red X, so you'll have to complete it. So now we know that we can cut out a space right here with a rectangle. That's an easy one. The straight stair is easy. And you know you've got to clear 6'8". So you got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 7. That's 48 inches. 8 times 7 is 56. 9 times 7 is 63. You got to get to 68. You got to go down to 80 inches. So you probably have to go down 11 risers. 1, 2, 11 times 7 is 77. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go 12 just to be sure. So right here at the third riser, you make sure you have to have 6 foot 8. Right there. There it is. So then put a check there. Now let's look at your 3D. Wow, you got a cut. Okay. Let's on the wall and let's do the stair over here. So edit boundary and let's do a square. Because we know all we need to do is cut an opening from here to here. How did overlap lines may form closed loops? Okay, quit sketching. Alright, edit boundary, and let's do the line. Alright, so now let's go from here over to here. And let's, okay, so now, and try not to have a boundary that doesn't connect. Leave a little space there. Alright, let's see. There you are. Now, you've got an opening here, and now all you got to do is do the railing. Now this one, it needs a cut right there. So let's go here, and let's go to the stair. Let's go click on the floor that you want to edit, and now click on the edit boundary, and let's do a line here now. And we know we can start here at the railing, go to the railing over here, and come down. And we know we got to go to at least that third stair, which is there, and follow that boundary up there. There you go. 1 and 2 and 3. And exit, cancel. And I'm going to fillet those two. See that? This line and this line. And I'm going to check them. And let's go to the floor. There you go. So now you have 3 stairs on your second floor. And now we're going to put the railing on there. Let's see. Railing. There it is. Sketch a path. And you have to do it one by one. Now, you're coming down here, so you don't want the railing there. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the railing right there on the edge. Okay? And there, and go to the wall. And hit the check. Okay, quit sketching. Yes, I forgot. You have to do a singular line. So let's say 3, 2, 1. Architecture, railing. All right, so let's do a line, and let's do it one at a time. Let's go from the outside and stop right there. Okay, and check that. So let's go to the railing. There's a railing right there. There you go. Okay, let's do the next one. You got to do them one at a time. Let's go to railing, sketch a path, line, and pick up where that one left off. Okay, check that. And let's go to railing again, and sketch a path, and do that last one. There you go. Okay, then you check that. Alright, so let's go to the railing. Wow, so now know that the children will fall over. See, it's kind of institutional. There's other railings. That way. Remember you drew your railing can't be more than 4 inches, otherwise a child can, if they can slip their head through there, which is more than 4 inches, they can fall. So anyway, that's very generic. So let's go to the second floor again, and let's do the railing on this one. This one's got to be easy because it's just a U shape. So let's go to railing, sketch path, and go to line, start here, go all the way down, and check it. Let's go to railing again, architecture, railing, sketch a path, line, start from that same line, come down, there you go, and check it. And let's go to architecture, and let's go to railing, sketch a path, line, and go all the way down, and check that. Okay, let's do the 3D. Okay, good. Let's see. Wonderful. Now you got the railing there. And now you got to do the last one here. You got to cover up all this space. Okay? Second floor. And let's do the railing. Now remember they're coming up this way, so you need to do your railing, sketch a path. Let's start it right here. Okay, and check that. And let's do the railing. Where is the architecture? Railing, and start here. Sketch a path from the line, and select and select. And check that. So let's see what you got here. Let's see the 3D. Wow, there you go. So now we are okay with the railing. And with this space over here, I'm going to put a big window, and you can put some nice potted plants there. And this one, I would make it into a low wall, right? Okay. All right, so there's your stairs there. Okay, now, let's say we wanted to open up a little wall here before we put our roof on. Let's just look at that. We cut openings in the floor, and now we can cut openings in the wall. We can click on the wall. All of a sudden, the modify comes up, and you want to edit the profile. So you can just click on a rectangle, and you can just draw a space in there and hit the green check. Ta-da! Okay. And there's your nice little pass-through. Okay? Alright, so that you can cut generic openings in walls. Okay. Let's see there. So now, oh, I forgot to hit the green check. There you are. Alright, continue. Alright, so now let's put the roof on. Okay, let's go to the roof plan. Otherwise, the roof will be placed on the second floor. It'll do exactly what you say. So let's see here. Alright, just for the heck of it, let's just do our little section box. Let's see what happens here. Look at that. That's pretty nice. And let's do this one. There you go. That's pretty nice. Alright, let's see. And there they are. Okay, let's move this one back out. Okay, so now we are going to put a roof on there. So let's go to the roof. And everything else is faded now. See that? See, when you go to the second floor, it's dark, and that's faded. And the first floor, that's dark. So whatever is relevant is dark. If not, it's faded. So now let's go to the architecture, and let's go to the roof. Where's the roof? There's a roof. Roof by footprint. Let's go to, you can't do rectangle because you don't have a rectangle anymore, so you have to do line. So around the outside, on the outside, on the outside, on the outside, 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 and do the check. Now, let's do the 3D. It seems like you have an opening in there. If you have that opening, what does that mean? That means your section box is a little bit too low. So just raise it up. There you go. And you can raise it down, and you can raise it up however you want. And you can do your section cuts now through the roof. Look at that. So you can cut through the roof, and you can see your stair, and that's the kind of view we want for your drawing, okay? Just to see everything. Alright, so let's move it back out. Let's move it. Now, where do we go? Let's go back this way. Let's go back this way. Okay, there we are. That's how we're going to do that. We're going to go all the way out, and we're going to roll it around, and we're going to move this one back out this way, okay? That way we can get the whole wall and everything. And I hope that you will go around and put some more windows in there. Now let's look at the roof. You have to put at least one gable and one hip in there. So you can have the rest of them. Let's just show you how to do that. So this is a gable, and that probably should stay like that one, but let's just change that. Now you click on the roof, and of course you have to edit footprint. You have to tell Revit what you want to do. So edit. All of a sudden, green check, red X. You know you have to do something at the end. So these are the elevational slope symbols that you drew on your mother of all sections. See that? So if I click on that angle line there, I can uncheck the define slope. Now watch. I have to uncheck. Now look at that. It changes it from a hip to a gable. But I got a big crow's nest hole in there, right? An eagle's nest. So I click on here and watch what happens. Revit's going to put another dialog because Revit knows what you want to do. Revit knows that you want to join this. So click here. Look at that. attach top base. Click it. Oh my gosh, and then click this base top. There it is. So it's already on there now. So now Revit has actually put your wall together. Now, you have a little bit of an overhang, so click on here. Okay, and if I want to edit footprint again, I just click on this line, not the slope symbol, and I change that slope to 14 inches. 14 inches, enter. That's a good overhang. And let's take all of these, let's change that to 8 inches on the sides. There you go. And change that one to, let's change this one to 14 inches, because on the gable ends we need to have a little bit of a shadow, and it helps drip the rainwater. And click this one, make this one 8 inches. Okay, all right, and then click this one and make this one, let's see, what are we going to make this one? Okay, we're going to make this one 14. So on the on the east and west we're going to have 14, and north and south we're going to have 8 inches. Okay, so therefore, let's see, let's click on this one. This one will be 8 inches. There you go. And then let's see, there's one more 8. I've done this one. Okay, this one's got to be 14. There you go. All right, so hit the green check, and there you are. There you have your roof and your overhangs looking good. Okay. All right, so now what you can do now is you can go back to the second floor, and then you can architecturally insert your windows. So pick some nice windows to place into your house and put them in choice places, and put some variety in there. There you go. Big picture window, right? 2 big picture windows and one here. All right, let's see, and I'm gonna put some there. All right, and then let's look at the 3D now. So it's a little bit more believable. And you can go to architecture, components, place a component, load family, and you can put in solar panels, skylights. Let's look at the skylights there. Windows, there you go. And there's a skylight right there. So you can say open, and select the site and put your skylight in there. All right, so let's see, and your put your solar panels and stuff in there. All right, so now for the for the rendering, for the section, we want you to cut through as best as you can to showcase all of your section box, and there you have it. And print that out. Print screen, and there you have it. And I will share it, and see you next time. Okay, great.